How's it going? I'm Foxy Cellars. This is my channel dedicated to storytelling. And today, this is just going to be, boom, we're going to get right into it. Here are my 11 favorite films of all times. But before we get started, if you would, click the like, click subscribe. You'll be alerted to videos that I produce in the future. I hope there's some in here that you love. And I really hope there's some in here that you've never heard of, that you're like, whoa, what is that? And that's the point of the video. Here we go with 11 Only Angels Have Wings, directed by Howard Hawks. I love most of Fred Astaire's movies, but this one happens to be my favorite, and a lot of that has to do with Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth is absolutely stunning in this, and she can dance on the same level as Fred Astaire throughout the whole thing. He's mostly known for dancing with Ginger Rogers and dancing with Judy Garland, but when he's got two movies, I think, with Rita Hayworth, but this one, the love affair between the two of them is magnificent.
That's the only thing that will put an end to this.
Then let's take it up to Ben, let him decide.
We'll take it to Ben when I say it's time.
It's time, Robbie!
This is a relatively unknown wild horse, and it's very unique. And it goes from the ugliest, most grotesque piece of art to the peak of glorious beauty. And I believe this shows like a slow shifting movement on that spectrum, and it's done intentionally. You'll begin to root for the murderer because you know that if he completes his collection, he's going to create something absolutely magnificent, and you're going to want to see it.
You gotta have discipline. Well, I don't know what it was like in your homes and your home lives, but in my house, in my property, there were rules.
Watch out! Watch it! Go!
I'm an entertainer.
What's the matter?
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Can I help you? I'm Walter Peck. I represent the Environmental Protection Agency of the 3rd District.
Great. How's it going down there?
I don't think this was a good idea. You shouldn't have followed me here.
Do you feel guilty?
Do you?
I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night.
Me? Sure, I'm decent.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Somewhere in the human mind, my dear Francesca, is the key to our existence. My ancestors tried to find it, to open the door that separates us from our Creator.
Well, you're the teacher, aren't you?
Yes.
What do you teach?
English?
Well, I never was very good English student.
Jeez Louise.
Scott?
Oh,
Can I come in?
No, Dad. No,
I am doing something in here. Oh, shit.
Pay attention! Get out on your knees! Right now!
Jake, take it easy, man.
Now what?
Oh, shit! Jesus Christ! Ah, shit! Fuck you, bitch! Hey! Jesus Christ! Son of a bitch! Oh, you fat penguin!
And the 8th and final rule. This is your first night at Fight Club. You have to fight.
What have I done?
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe? I'll give you the answer to that question, Mr. Bender, next Saturday. Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
Right!
Right, I'll do you for that.
You what?
Come here.
What are you gonna do, bleed on me?
I'm invincible.
You're a loony.
The Black Knight always triumphs. Haven't you? Come on, then.
You'll notice I've combined sequels and trilogies and movies within that. And anything I love that falls relatively close is going to be matched up together. Before, you had my two favorite diehards together, which were both McTiernans. And these are the two Beverly Hills Cop in the series that I put right next to each other. I'm undecided which one's better, so that they're just matched up and take up the same number.
I want to see Francis.
Francis is busy.
Busy doing what?
He's having his bath.
Oh, really? Where are they hosing him down?
And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol? Detective!
You're looking for me.
Hey!
It's over, Prime.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Which one of you did it? One of you did it! Which one of you made me the way I am?
What you are?
Well, we're waiting.
Jack says you got a great big cock.
Well, I don't know. I guess so.
May I see it?
Really?
Please. Thank you, Eddie.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody.
instead of a bum.
Victor Fleming's adventure surprised the hell out of me. I mean, Clark Gable is always in his typical top form, but Greer Garson, she counters his masculinity in such an elegant and graceful way. I go back and watch this movie probably every couple of years. It's one of the most underrated romance films ever.
Superman, thank God.
I mean, get him! Come to me, son of Jor-El! Kneel before Zod!
I don't think people know about this gem. It's the true story of Bruce Johnston Sr., who brings his estranged sons into his crime family, and they get just a little too involved, and it's something that's way over their heads, and it's a horrific story. I don't know how much of it's true, but it's based on a true story, and to see what he does to his family members, it's horrifying.
He says we're going the wrong way!
Oh, he's drunk. How would he know where we're going?
Yeah, how would he know? Thank you. Thanks a lot. Terrific.
Thank you.
What a moron.
I do none harm. I say none harm. I think none harm. And if this be not enough to keep a man alive, then in good faith I long not to live.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
not listening. Not listening.
You're a liar. And a thief.
No.
This vermin speaks from affairs he knows nothing about. That is true. He has no respect. That is also true. Hold on. Keep calling me vermin, tough guy. You just want to laugh at me like everyone else.
Rocket, you're drunk, all right? No one's laughing at you.
Hey!
Whoa, hey! What the hell?
What happened to your face?
Weightlifting accident?
That sounds like bullshit.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
Hunchback of Notre Dame is one of my favorite books, but the way that these characters are fleshed out in this version, the 1939 version, is the one that resonated with me the most. Maureen O'Hara, Charles Laughton, and Cedric Hardwicke, who plays Frollo. I mean, this is beautifully filmed. Like the photography of it alone is fantastic, but it is one of the greatest stories of all times. A lot of Nolan's films do make my list, but the Dark Knight trilogy really shine as far as any of the Nolan movies go. These two fall right next to each other. I might put Dark Knight Rises ahead of Begins, but they're damn close. I get that these are relatively two different movies, but I celebrate them with the same enthusiasm. One's more of an action and the other's got a lot more depth. They display Tarantino's excellence.
I look at you, I don't see an intelligent, confident man. I see a cocky, scared, shitless kid.
Are you saying that I put an abnormal brain into a 7.5-foot long, 54-inch wide gorilla? Is that what you're telling me? Wait!
How about you, Mr. Connor? You drink, don't you? Alcohol, I mean.
Oh, a little.
A little? And you a writer? I thought all writers drank to excess and beat their wives. You know, one time I think I secretly wanted to be a writer.
Whosoever of ye finds me that white whale, ye shall have this Spanish gold ounce, my boys.
Let me tell you something, my two fine bedfellows. You're so dumb there's nothing to compare you with. You're dumb as the dumbest jackass. Look at each other, will you? Do you ever see anything like yourself for being dumb specimens? You're so dumb you don't even see the ridges you're treading on with your own feet.
Donnie Darko is one for the speculating philosopher. Whether you view this from the perspective of quantum physics or time travel, or like the prospect of the existential savor of worlds, dimensions, what have you, you're going to want to dive into like the spiritual aspects of this and why was he able to transverse time and dimension to alter events. It's difficult to find a deeper meaning in storytelling than when you dissect the intent here.
We gotta have roast chicken, though. I'm glad of that.
Are you going to start that all over again? Glad this, glad that? What is all this glad business you talk about?
Oh, just a game I play.
The question is, Frau Helm, were you lying then? Are you lying now? Or are you not, in fact, a chronic and habitual liar?
I've seen every kind of critter God ever made, and I ain't never seen a meaner, lower, more stinking yellow hypocrite than you.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow? That's running!
said you, Liberty. You pick it up.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Is that the way you say it? That's a bingo.
You just say bingo. Bingo! How fun!
Ghost and Mrs. Muir is a love story between a woman and a cranky ghost who haunts her waterfront cottage. So you want to check out a different type of romance? Here you go. I love both Rex Harrison and Gene Tierney. For me, I think this is their best for both of them. This is their best movie individually for each one of them.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
You're who?
I'm here to rescue you. I've got your R2 unit. I'm here with Ben Kenobi.
Ben Kenobi, where is he?
Come on.
Excuse me, senor. You are a member of the club?
No, I'm not. I'm with the Underhills.
They are left, senor.
That's all right. They'll be back. He went out for his urinalysis.
Now he's dead. He's dead because of that psycho out there. Now you listen, boy, and you listen to me good. I'm gonna get that son of a bitch. And I'm gonna pin that Congressional Medal of Honor to his liver.
As far as the art of storytelling, I guess the more tragic the love story, the more impactful that story is going to be. And in the case of The English Patient, to me, it's an art piece. I have to watch this movie at least once a year. But for me, this film, it's epic and it's beautiful in the way that visually Lawrence of Arabia is beautiful, or in the way like the music of Tchaikovsky or Chopin or like Eric Satie move you. That's like on both those levels. That's how beautiful and tragic this movie is.
You just shot an unarmed man.
Well, he should have harmed himself. He's gonna decorate his saloon with my friend.
You'd be William Money out of Missouri. Killer women and children.
That's right.
Your man, your plan.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things.
My favorite book, hands down, The Fellowship of the Ring is my favorite book of all times. The story for years was deemed unfilmable. And then along comes Peter Jackson. And oh man, did he capture this in all its splendor? The book showcases conversations, beautiful descriptions and conversations about what happened. The film displays the action of those conversations in such an exceptional way. I was raised reading Silver Surfer comics as a kid, and the villain he was most often matched up with was Thanos. And this is the first ever like exceptional villain story. Sure, like it's an Avengers movie, but it really showcases Thanos. I must have read the Infinity Gauntlet as a kid probably 100 times, and even though like the Silver Surfer isn't in this, Thanos is front and center and magnificently fleshed out. I mean, what an absolutely phenomenal villain. Now, my top 5 all here have one thing in common. Sure. 3 of them are going to be Spielberg films, but all 5 of them are composed by John Williams. And these are the 5, A, from my childhood, and B, in a condensed window during Williams' prime. I've discussed in other videos ad nauseum how Superman is the greatest score of any film of all times. But then here you got Raiders is probably the greatest adventure film of all times, hands down. Then you've got my favorite film, maybe even probably one of my favorite stories ever told, in the sprawling Greek tragedy of The Empire Strikes Back within the Star Wars trilogy. There's no better piece of cinema in my eyes, and that's my number 1. If you've been watching my videos, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments. Go ahead, give me your thoughts on some of the movies that didn't show up or some of the movies that you didn't realize were great. Love to hear from you. I want to thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope there was a ton in there that are your favorites as well. Have a great day.